4th time doing this. Because my little helper that I was holding is super congested, and then she decided to start yelling, which she might do in the background, but at least it's not right here. So there should have been one last day of filming food. I accidentally deleted it, so it's gone. But we made it a week. We ate pretty much only stuff we had gotten the week before. If for some reason this is your first video you're watching or you don't know what I'm talking about, for the last week, we ate only what we had gotten the prior week from the food bank and WIC. I tried to keep it just eating that. I mean, yes, there was other stuff we ate. I didn't open everything because I wasn't going to open a new item when I had one open. So it's just there to come in next. This week at the pantry, I got there 5 minutes before they closed. So the produce was a lot lower than normal, or maybe that's how yours is. We got a small bag of potatoes and we got a couple acorn squash. These glasses are sliding and they shouldn't be. So not a ton of produce. We did have the WIC, so that was great. And I did in the middle go buy stuff for a salad because I needed it. So I just kind of wanted to recap and give my thoughts and what I learned about it, about doing this. So you definitely have to learn how to be creative. You definitely have to have some kind of imagination in the kitchen, some will and skill, maybe not necessarily skill, but will to try things. You might not always like dinner, and that's what you have and that's what you eat. And you might not even have the produce, which is heartbreaking to me for the people that don't have the fresh part, that only have those canned items. Somebody commented a comment in yesterday's video that we needed more community gardens. When we lived in Salt Lake, there were 3 or 4 around where we lived. Here, I haven't seen one. I don't know if there are any. We were supposed to have our own with our family, and definitely we want to do that. Me and my niece that, I have hairs tickling my ears, want to, between our houses, have a lot of stuff growing. She has a ton of grapes. She has a greenhouse, so we're excited for that. But yes, I totally agree. That was loud. There needs to be access to fresh stuff for people. People should not have to eat like this. I don't know how to change that. There definitely needs to be more access to fresh fruits and vegetables. There definitely needs to be more access to fresh stuff. How do we do that? I have no idea. How do we advocate for more community gardens, for more help for people to be able to get fresh stuff? Why does WIC, which is amazing, only help women and children up to 5? Not them, like, no, I'm not saying they should do more, but what about men? What about 8-year-olds? What can we do? How can we do something so that these people can also get this help? Also, if you don't want to eat fresh produce, that is your choice. You do you. If you love a canned green bean, go for it. I'm not knocking that way of eating or saying people eat horribly. You eat how you want to eat. If you want Oreos for dinner, have Oreos for dinner. If that's your jam, like, do whatever. But people who want to eat better, how can we make it better? So I actually found an organization. It popped up on my news feed. She just screamed real loud. It popped up on my news feed, and it was a post in my local community thing, but it's for an organization that you can register your fruit trees with. And I thought that's so cool. So what they do is you can register your fruit trees or you can register to volunteer. So if you register your fruit tree, the volunteers come and they pick the fruit for local organizations that hand out food. That is so cool. I didn't even know that existed. And then you can sign up to be a volunteer where you go pick the fruit and take it to wherever it's going. So I really want to sign up to at least be the volunteer for picking stuff, because I think even the kids would have fun doing that. And we're giving back. And if we can't do anything other than give our time, I'm a big believer in doing stuff to help others. Even as a nanny, we would call it kindness days, and we would draw pictures. I'd have the little ones draw pictures, and then we would take them to the retirement home down the street, and she would hand out pictures to people and just say hi. And it was my way of teaching her to give back to her community. It wasn't much, but it made people so happy. And sometimes we would go pick a bouquet of go buy like a small bouquet of flowers and give them a flower, just to teach her, one, to be comfortable around everyone, but two, that being kind is free. So I really want to do that. And then next year I want to register our fruit trees. We have the apple tree in the backyard, and we planted a cherry tree. So I think that would be really cool to give back to the community that way. And my niece and I have been talking about how we're going to garden between the two houses. We have enough space that we can have a pretty good garden. I think someone's coming. Yes. My husband just put the old fridge downstairs in the garage. What I also learned, and this is how we felt by the end of the week, we definitely did not feel our best. We were bloated. After some of the dinners, didn't have like a satisfied eating feeling. I don't know how to explain that. Not that we didn't have enough food in our bellies, but it just wasn't like, oh, that was so good, I feel great. I need a drink of water. I never get acne, and I'm not saying this is related, but I had a real pimple, like a real one. And I don't know if that goes hand in hand. The middle one was not going potty like she should. I don't know how else to say that. She was constipated. We'll just say it. She was constipated. Normalizing what it is. I really think that that's because of how she was eating. And she still had a ton of fruits and vegetables. So I definitely forgot what I was going to say. So those were just my thoughts on it. And how do I end this, Gracie? Yeah. I don't know what to say either. Anyways, that was just my thoughts on it. I just wanted to come for a few minutes, which turned into double that. And Gracie's saying how she felt by the end of the week. So there's her opinion on it. But I just wanted to come. And I already said that. That was all. It was just a little recap. So I hope you have a great rest of your week. We didn't go to the food pantry this morning because we still have a ton of stuff, and if we don't need it, I don't want to go grab it. But I hope you have a great week. Thank you for being here.